Howdy, neighbors. This is your Texas Agriculture Commissioner, Sid Miller. You know, as Agriculture Commissioner, I've been blessed to see a wide variety of agriculture products grown right here in the state of Texas. From cotton to hemp, strawberries, and grapefruit, Texas can grow and harvest just about everything under the sun. But we also bring in a great harvest from under the sea. That's right, I'm talking about fresh, flavorful, wild-caught Gulf shrimp. To show you how important the shrimp industry is to Texas, my folks at the Department of Agriculture joined forces with Michelle Martin, the founder of The Ag Mag, to create a video series that highlights the quality of Texas shrimp and our shrimp industry. So, join me as we take a closer look at how Texas shrimp are just another way that Texas agriculture, Texas coastal agriculture, matters.
Today, it's all about shrimp, and I'm with Laura Piccarello from Texas Sea Grant. Laura, tell us a little bit about what you do.
I am part of a program called Texas Sea Grant. It's housed at Texas A&M University.
Whoop! You gotta say whoop for if you're an Aggie.
And it's a partnership with our Federal Fisheries Management Agency, NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, to help bridge the gap between science and coastal communities, so in my case with fisheries. And so it's my role is really about bringing the best science, the best technology to help make our fishing industries the strongest they can be.
Laura, when people see shrimp boats, probably on TV or in person, they see a boat with nets, but there's so many logistics that go into a shrimp boat. Explain a couple of the components for us.
So a shrimp boat actually has 4 nets hanging up in this rigging here. So you'll see 4 actual different nets here. And they fish with 4 lighter nets.
Okay.
And those nets, 2 on each side of the boat, are actually gonna hang right off of these tall outriggers. And those nets are gonna hang right off of the side of the boat and fish off the back here. And so when the catch comes in, they're gonna bring those nets up. They're gonna come over on the side of the boat here, and they're gonna drop their catch right here on this deck. Yep.
Is that why it smells like shrimp?
That's why. Absolutely, it does. And so all the sorting gets done right here on deck. They actually will sort everything into these shrimp baskets. The shrimp is gonna go in here, and then it gets loaded into these lovely onion sacks. So you fill an onion sack, and it's meant for shrimp on these boats. And then it's gonna get straight into a brine tank where it freezes, so it's frozen at optimal quality. Right after it comes out of the water, catch gets sorted, catch gets frozen, goes into the brine freezer, and then it goes right into the hull of the ship down here, or the freezer hold.
How do you protect the other species in the Gulf?
So this is called a turtle excluder device. This is a big grid that's sewn into the net here, and you can see this grid. So most turtles are large enough that if they're gonna come through the net here and down into the net towards the bag end of the net, they're gonna encounter this grid. And so shrimp are small enough, they're gonna go through these grid holes right here, but the turtle is actually gonna reach this, and they're just gonna pop right out. And so sea turtles can escape while shrimp are still going through the net and into the bag end of the nets.
So do y'all come on the boats? Does Coast Guard? Who inspects everything to make sure that everything is proper and ready to go?
Absolutely. So Texas Sea Grant does assist the fishery in making sure that these are installed in all of their nets properly to make sure that they're in compliance and they have no issues, because as an endangered species, this is a really big violation. If they don't have the proper equipment on their boat, they could be fined up to $40,000, $50,000 in some cases if it's a bad violation, and they could lose all their shrimp. Enforcement agencies will actually take the boat and bring them back into shore if they don't have these installed properly. So they are inspected by every enforcement agency in the Gulf. So they're inspected by Texas Parks and Wildlife, they are inspected by NOAA enforcement, they are inspected by the U.S. Coast Guard. So they get boarded a lot when they're offshore to make sure particularly that these devices are working properly and not capturing turtles. And they are 97% effective at allowing turtles to escape nets.
And I think that's great that you are communicating that, because I think there's a lot of misconceptions when it comes to using nets. And so I think that's a great thing for you to explain, just to clear that misconception up. Speaking of Texas Gulf shrimp, what is your favorite shrimp dish?
I mean, I could have a Bubba Gump moment here and list a million because I love shrimp in every form. But to me, Gulf shrimp is so good. It doesn't need all the fancy sauces and seasonings and everything. You just give me some straight boiled shrimp, just some cocktail shrimp, purest form. Just boil some shrimp and I'm good to go.
Well, now I'm hungry and I think I might go get some shrimp. You know, maybe I'll just take it straight off the boat, who knows? But thank you so much for spending time with us today and kind of clarifying exactly how that Texas shrimp is caught and mechanics of the boat.
Really appreciate you guys coming out and experiencing this as well. So thank you for coming.
Absolutely, and we'll see you next time in the kitchen.